In the enchanting town of Somnium, where dreams are swapped nightly like trading cards, there's a unique tool called the Somnium Exchange that has become the heart of empathy and understanding. Here, folks get to walk a mile in each other's dreams, experiencing the entire spectrum of human emotions. But amidst the dream-swapping chaos, there's a boy named Max who dreams of being a superhero every single night, without fail. Why? Well, that's where things get interesting. Max's nightly heroics aren't just about capes and superpowers, they're about perpetual aspiration, a philosophical concept that suggests our deepest desires are a constant pursuit, even within the ever-evolving landscape of shared dreams. While others in Somnium wake up with borrowed dreams that create connections and insights into other lives, Max's unwavering superhero dreams reveal his intrinsic drive to protect, empower, and bring about change. This perpetual aspiration acts like a compass, guiding him through the complexities of empathy, even when his dreamscape remains unchanged. The community around Max starts to notice his consistent dreams, and instead of seeing it as a flaw, they recognize it as a profound anchor. The townspeople, inspired by Max's dedication to his superhero dreams, begin to think about their own perpetual aspirations. They realize that while the Somnium Exchange helps them understand each other, it's their personal, unchanging dreams that truly define them. The idea of perpetual aspiration spreads, encouraging everyone to hold on to their core desires, even as they explore the dreams of others. As the town embraces this new philosophy, Max becomes somewhat of a local hero himself. His nightly adventures, though singular in focus, teach the townspeople that while dreaming of being someone else can foster empathy, being true to one's own dreams fosters identity. So, in the whimsical town of Somnium, dreams are exchanged, empathy blooms, and yet, the superhero dreams of one boy remind everyone that it's okay to hold on to your own dreams, no matter how often they repeat. Imagine waking up and looking into your bathroom mirror, only to see not your sleepy face, but a swirling tapestry of your innermost thoughts and secrets. Welcome to the world of reflective truth, where mirrors don't just show your reflection, they reveal the real you. It's a place where every glance in the glass is a journey through the corridors of your mind, a candid peek into your deepest musings and the truths you might not even admit to yourself. In this quirky world, every mirror is a window into your soul. Forget about fixing your hair or checking if there's spinach in your teeth. Instead, you might catch a glimpse of that dream you shelved years ago, or a fear that's been lurking in the shadows. Some folks find the reflective truth wildly liberating, like a personal diary that offers spontaneous therapy sessions. Others, well, they tend to steer clear of mirrors, not quite ready to confront their own inner dialogue. But here's the twist, it's not all serious and soul-searching. The reflective truth concept has sparked a new wave of self-expression and creativity. People are organizing mirror parties, where they gather around and share the hilarious, bizarre, and sometimes profound insights their mirrors reveal. It's become a trend to post #MirrorMoments, where users share snippets of their reflective revelations, turning introspection into a social media sensation. Ultimately, the philosophy of reflective truth teaches us that transparency begins within. It's about understanding that while our outer appearance is what the world sees, our true essence is reflected in the thoughts we nurture. So, next time you gaze into a mirror, remember, it's not just a reflection, it's a conversation with your truest self. Embrace it, laugh at it, and maybe, just maybe, learn something new about the person staring back at you. Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing not your reflection, but a vivid display of your ethical essence. Sounds wild, right? Welcome to the quirky town of Veritasville, where an eccentric inventor named Lara has just unveiled her latest creation, the Moral Mirror. This peculiar gadget doesn't give you a sneak peek at your morning hair disaster but instead reveals the colorful tapestry of your virtues and vices. Naturally, the townspeople are buzzing with curiosity and a touch of skepticism. Alara's moral mirrors have sparked a heated debate between two factions, Team Authenticity and Team Appearance. Team Authenticity champions the idea that these mirrors reveal the true self, arguing that moral transparency could lead to a more honest and harmonious community. On the other side, Team Appearance insists that how we present ourselves to the world is just as important as our internal moral compass. After all, they argue, aren't we all just a little performative when it comes to social interactions? The philosophical concept at the heart of this debate is something Lara whimsically dubs ethospectivism. It's the idea that our ethical reflections can coexist with our outward appearances, but the balance between the two is where things get interesting. Can a person whose mirror shows a swirl of kindness, honesty, and a splash of jealousy be as authentic as someone whose mirror reflects pure altruism? Or does the mirror simply reflect a momentary snapshot, not the dynamic journey of personal growth? As Veritasville grapples with this newfound self-awareness, the townsfolk find themselves questioning whether the mirror's reflection is a tool for self-improvement or just another form of judgment. Are these moral mirrors a blessing or a curse? Only time will tell if the town embraces ethospectivism or if the mirrors become nothing more than quirky relics collecting dust. Whatever the outcome, one thing's for sure, Veritasville will never look at mirrors, or themselves, the same way again. Ever wondered what would happen if your phone knew you better than you know yourself? Meet the Ethical Algorithm, a mysterious app that claims to guide you through life's biggest decisions, from choosing a career to selecting your soulmate. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, for most, it is, until a teenager named Lily decides she's had enough of being told how to live her life by an app. Lily noticed that every choice it suggested seemed annoyingly perfect, but also oddly restricting, like a life led by someone else's rules. A curious coder by night, she embarked on a mission to hack into the app, determined to rewrite her own destiny. As she dove deeper into the code, she stumbled upon something unusual, a section labeled the algorithm of eudaimonia. Intrigued, she discovered that this was a philosophical concept dating back to Aristotle, focused on the idea of human flourishing and living a life in harmony with one's true self. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Lily realized that the app wasn't inherently evil, it was just narrowly interpreting what it thought was best for her based on a generalized notion of happiness. So, she decided to tweak the code, infusing it with a more personalized understanding of eudaimonia, one that accounted for her quirks, passions, and dreams. She added lines that encouraged spontaneity, creativity, and moments of joy that didn't necessarily follow a prescribed path. After the hack, Lily found herself feeling more alive and authentic than ever. Her friends, noticing her newfound zest for life, clamored to know her secret. With a knowing smile, she simply said, "I rewrote my own story." Encouraging them to explore their own paths to eudaimonia, she turned the ethical algorithm from a dictatorial guide into a tool for self-discovery. In the end, Lily taught us all a valuable lesson: sometimes, the best algorithm for life is the one you write for yourself. Imagine a world where every thought, every memory, is meticulously catalogued in a cosmic library floating somewhere between the stars. In this grand repository of human experience, one curious librarian, named Elara, stumbles upon an ancient manuscript that whispers of mindful transference, a mystical process that allows beings to exchange memories at will. Intrigued yet cautious, Elara decides to test this arcane art, and in a twist of cosmic mischief, ends up swapping memories with a particularly aloof tabby cat named Nimbus. As Elara adjusts to her new feline perspective, she experiences the world with a newfound clarity and simplicity. The sensation of the sun warming her fur, the primal joy of a well-timed pounce, and the delicate art of balancing on a fence post become vivid, sensory-rich experiences. Meanwhile, Nimbus, now possessing Elara's memories, begins to ponder the concept of time, the beauty of language, and the peculiar human habit of overthinking. The cat's serene yet inquisitive nature lends a fresh lens to these once familiar thoughts. This unexpected exchange gives birth to a new philosophical concept that Elara dubs feline epistemology. It posits the idea that by experiencing life through another's lens, be it human, animal, or otherwise, we gain profound insights into our own existence and the interconnectedness of all consciousness. The library shelves seem to hum with approval, as if acknowledging this enlightening addition to its vast collection of wisdom. In the end, Elara and Nimbus manage to swap back their memories, each a little wiser for the journey. Elara returns to her role as a librarian, but with a newfound appreciation for the simple joys and mysteries of life. Meanwhile, Nimbus, now a little more contemplative, lounges in sunbeams with a knowing glint in his eye. And so, the cosmic library continues to thrive, enriched by the tales and musings of those who dare to explore its infinite corridors. Imagine a world where every major choice in life comes with a buzz, like a magical nudge from the universe, yet one teenager's wrist remains mysteriously still. In this society, the choice paradox bracelet is a rite of passage, guiding young and old alike through the labyrinth of life decisions with gentle vibrations that signal pivotal moments. Whether it's choosing a college, a career path, or deciding to move across the world, these bracelets are the universal indicators of change. But for 17-year-old Alex, the silence of their bracelet is both a blessing and a curse, sparking a journey of unexpected self-discovery. Alex's friends often chat about the anxiety and thrill when their bracelets vibrate, but Alex listens with a quiet envy. What's it like to feel that certainty, to have life's choices neatly signposted? Alex's bracelet, however, behaves more like a dud battery, leading to a life where choices feel like walking a tightrope without a net. This silent bracelet forces Alex to rely on intuition and personal reflection rather than the societal crutch of the buzz. This life of unprompted decisions becomes the backdrop for Alex's exploration of a unique philosophical concept called silent autonomy. Silent autonomy, as Alex discovers, is all about the empowering freedom found in making decisions without external cues. It's the philosophy that champions the idea of finding one's own path, even when the world expects you to follow the hum of a preordained destiny. While initially frustrating, Alex begins to relish the quiet independence, realizing that the absence of a vibrating bracelet doesn't signify a lack of direction, but rather a canvas of endless possibilities. Each decision becomes a bold stroke and a masterpiece entirely their own. Embracing silent autonomy allows Alex to redefine success, happiness, and identity on personal terms, untouched by the expectations of a buzzing society. In the end, the stillness of the bracelet becomes less about silence and more about the sound of Alex's own voice, confident and clear. It's a reminder that sometimes, the loudest guidance comes from within, and life's greatest adventures begin when we step off the well-trodden path and into the embrace of our unique, silent journey.
Imagine a world where every choice you make spawns another version of you in a parallel universe, a cosmic game of what if? Where your every decision, from the trivial to the profound, creates a new path. Welcome to the realm of multiplicity choice, where infinite possibilities aren't just theoretical musings but tangible realities, coexisting in a sprawling multiverse of your own making. Picture yourself deciding between coffee or tea this morning. In one universe, you're sipping a steaming mug of joe, while in another, you opted for the calming embrace of chamomile. But it doesn't stop there. Each of these decisions branches off into countless other scenarios. Perhaps the coffee version of you meets someone who changes your life, while the tea-drinking you stumbles upon a book that alters your worldview. Every choice is like a pebble dropped in a pond, sending ripples across the fabric of existence. But let's up the stakes. Imagine you're at a crossroads: take the job that moves you to a new city, or stay put and work on your passion project. In one universe, you're climbing the corporate ladder with a skyline view, while in another, you're unveiling your art at a local gallery. Multiplicity choice isn't just about living with the decisions you make, it's about embracing the myriad lives you could live, each one a valid thread in the tapestry of your existence. So, what does multiplicity choice teach us? It's not just about the fear of missing out but the joy of knowing that every choice is a step into a new adventure. It encourages us to act boldly, knowing that somewhere out there, every version of you is living a life rich with different experiences and wisdom. So go ahead, make that choice, and let the magic of the multiverse unfold in ways you never imagined.
In a town where every greeting is a riddle and every farewell a cryptic puzzle, life isn't just lived, it's pondered. Welcome to Enigma Valley, where the townsfolk have a peculiar way of communicating and an even more peculiar way of viewing life. Here, speaking in riddles isn't just a pastime, it's a way of life, leading to an annual quest that everyone eagerly anticipates, the legendary puzzle logic. But this isn't just a game, it's a journey that teaches an unconventional philosophy known as mystic curiosity. As the sun rises, casting golden hues over cobblestone streets, the townsfolk gather for this year's puzzle logic. Participants are given a seemingly unsolvable riddle, and the quest is to savor the journey rather than rush to the answer. Along the way, they encounter whimsical characters like the Jester of Jargon and the Oracle of Obscurity, each with their own perplexing riddles and wise insights. The essence of mystic curiosity reveals itself through these encounters, emphasizing that the beauty of life lies not in finding definitive answers but in cherishing the mysteries that make it wondrous. Mystic curiosity, the town's cherished philosophy, teaches that the pursuit of life's mysteries is an end in itself. It's an invitation to explore, to embrace uncertainty, and to find joy in the questions without demanding answers. This philosophical lens transforms everyday life into a tapestry of delightful enigmas, urging people to pause, ponder, and appreciate the richness of existence. In Enigma Valley, even the simplest moments become profound when viewed as part of the great puzzle of life. As the quest concludes and the townsfolk gather to share their stories, laughter and understanding ripple through the crowd. The participants realize that, while they didn't find a definitive solution to the riddle, they've uncovered something far more valuable, a shared sense of wonder and connection. In Enigma Valley, the journey itself is the reward, and mystic curiosity is the guiding star, reminding everyone that life's mysteries are treasures meant to be savored, not solved.
In a city where silence is the loudest symphony, a mute musician named Arya embarks on an extraordinary journey, redefining how we perceive sound. Imagine a world where noise is banished, and the true essence of music lies not in the clamor, but in the quietude between sounds. Welcome to the world of sonorism, a philosophical concept that dares to find harmony in everything except the discordant chatter of noise. Arya, though mute, has an unparalleled gift for hearing what most of us overlook. She strolls through the city, her senses finely attuned to the soft rustle of leaves, the rhythmic patter of rain, and the gentle hum of the city's heartbeat. These are the notes she collects to compose her silent symphonies. Her music isn't played on traditional instruments but through the intricate dance of everyday sounds that we often take for granted. Sonorism posits that in a world overwhelmed by the cacophony of modern life, true musicality lies in the spaces of silence that punctuate our lives. Arya teaches us that it's not about drowning in noise, but about diving into the quiet and discovering the subtle melodies that reside there. Whether it's the faint whisper of the wind or the soft footfalls of a cat, there's a symphony waiting to be discovered in the spaces we often ignore. So, next time you find yourself in silence, take a moment to listen like Arya. What symphony do you hear in the silence? In the world of sonorism, every moment holds a potential composition, waiting for an audience ready to embrace the profound beauty of quietude. Let the silence speak, and you might just discover an entirely new dimension to music.